Hello Gooners, welcome to Arsenal Daily for February 20th, 2026. I'm coming to you with a bit of a heavy heart today after that disappointing result at Wolves. But we've got plenty to discuss as we look ahead to a massive North London derby this weekend. Let's start with that Wolves match, shall we? What can I say? That 2-2 draw at the Molineux against bottom-placed Wolves has left a lot of us questioning our title credentials. We were cruising with that 2-goal lead. Bukayo Saka finally breaking his drought with that lovely header in the 5th minute, and then Piero Hincapié adding what should have been the cushion we needed. But then, well, we all saw what happened. The collapse in the second half was, frankly, shocking. Hugo Bueno pulled one back for Wolves, and then Tomidosi's effort in the 94th minute took that cruel deflection off Riccardo Calafiori for an own goal. Heartbreaking stuff. Mikel Arteta didn't mince his words after the match, calling it theatrical self-sabotage, and saying we were nowhere near our standards in that second half. He's not wrong, is he? The result leaves us 5 points clear at the top, but Manchester City have that game in hand, and we all know how relentless they can be in the run-in. This is exactly the kind of match that title-winning teams simply don't draw, let alone lose. We had it in our hands, and we let it slip. On a brighter note, it was fantastic to see Bukayo Saka end his 15-game goal drought. Did you catch his celebration? Mimicking signing a contract, a lovely nod to his recent extension that keeps him at the club until 2030. That's a massive £30 million plus deal, and it shows the club's commitment to building around our homegrown talent. Saka was wearing the captain's armband, with Martin Ødegaard still absent, and you could tell how much that goal meant to him. But even he described the dressing room as very flat after the match. When he spoke to BBC Sport about his new contract, he said he hopes to win everything with Arsenal. That's the kind of ambition we need. But performances like the second half at Wolves won't get us there. Now, we've got to put that behind us, because Sunday brings the North London derby, and there's no bigger test of character than going to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and getting a result. The team will need to show some serious mental fortitude after that Wolves collapse. One player who'll be under the microscope is Eberechi Eze. Since that incredible hat-trick against Spurs back in November, he's struggled to maintain that form. Sky Sports had an interesting analysis suggesting that perhaps a slight role change could unlock his potential again. With Martin Ødegaard potentially still missing, we might need Eze to step up and provide that creative spark in midfield. The Spurs match kicks off a really intense period for us. After Sunday's derby, we host Chelsea at the Emirates on March 1st. Then it's a quick turnaround, with a midweek trip to Brighton on March 4th. And don't forget we've got that FA Cup quarter-final away at Mansfield Town on March 7th. That's 4 matches in just 14 days, and they'll all be crucial for different reasons. The derby is obviously massive for the title race, but also for bragging rights. Chelsea and Brighton are both tricky Premier League fixtures that we simply must take points from if we're serious about staying ahead of Manchester City. And while Mansfield might be the lowest-ranked team left in the FA Cup, we've seen enough cup upsets to know we can't take anything for granted. I think the next 2 weeks will tell us a lot about this Arsenal team's character. Can they bounce back from disappointment? Can they handle the pressure of being front-runners? Can players like Riccardo Calafiori and Piero Hincapié maintain their form through this congested period? These are the questions that will determine whether we're still talking about a title race come April. For now, all focus turns to Tottenham on Sunday. Let's hope the lads use that Wolves disappointment as fuel and come out firing. We need a big performance from everyone. Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Kai Havertz, William Saliba, the whole squad. The North London derby is always special, but with what's at stake this season, it feels even bigger. That's all for today's update, Gooners. Keep the faith, and let's get behind the team for Sunday's massive derby. Come on, you Gunners.